Normally, I don't do reviews videos or product reviews videos. I know nothing about products. I cannot speak well when I talk about product. But as I was hustling myself to find a perfect light for videos, I thought maybe someone is going through the same. So I decided to create these videos to help you to make the best decision for your purchase. And my philosophy is that people to be able to shoot and to create with what they have. So I'm pretty sure that if you can afford a camera, you are more likely also to afford this package. I don't want you to be intimidated by these stories you see on YouTube, people showing this only expensive lights and big budgets, and for some people can be intimidating a bit. So I had 300 euros, which is obviously $300 with the exchange rate of this year. I was doing a lot of research on YouTube looking for perfect lights for my YouTube and my other filmmaking process. But all the lights I was seeing on YouTube was more from 150, 200 and going up. Those like very decent lights. And for me, I was not ready to spend that kind of money in just one light. Even though 300 is nothing, but considering that I've been doing my YouTube videos now for a while just with one bulb and a little Chinese lantern diffuser, I carefully analyzed my situation. Like, do I really need to spend 200 in one light and that's it? As you know, if you have professional lights, you try to balance the cinematic lighting. You have a key light, you have a backlight, and I needed more than that. I needed to have stands, I needed to have a green screen, all these little things. So I came across this package that was sold for only 162 something, and it had the green screen behind me. It has 6 light stands. It has very perfect reflector with I think 3 layers. Yeah, it has gold, the diffuser, the silver, and the white. There is a main 2 lights which have a little like a box as a diffuser. I'll try to show it on the screen. So these are your main key lights, and they have silver skin inside. If you remove that diffuser, and it's just a bulb inside. It's a 40 something watts, and it's a daylight, and yeah, pretty much that's it. And also you have pair of stands, like 2 stands that has an umbrella, and again with just the same bulb as the other one, 45 watts and 5500 Kelvin. So it's a daylight. So all these things, they come in one package, and all these backgrounds also have their own stands. So you have a total of, I think, of 6 stands. You have a pole that is holding the background behind me, and you have the clamps to hold the screen, and you have like some rubber stitches like to hold to straighten the background. So there's a little tin of the accessories that comes with everything in one package, which impressed me a lot, considering that I want to try to do a little creative videos. I want to shoot a lot of stuff in one location without trying to go outside. I know you can buy probably just the light and just again buy the green screen separately. It also works, but for me, I found that it was more useful just to have everything in one package and with this price. Of course, the lights and everything has its own flaws. I'll get to it later, but I'm very satisfied with what I have, considering, as I said before, I was using just one bulb before and everything was perfect. Also, apart from all these things I bought, and I also bought this little light. This I bought it separately. It is the Ulanzi L49, something like that, RGB. So it is RGB means it has like different colors and effects. I think the light is 25,000 up to 65,000 Kelvin. It's very bright. Of course, you cannot compare with the Aperture and other brands, but I think it's enough for the price that you pay. I pay for it for 29 euros, It has a magnet, you can stick it anywhere, and I think it's also waterproof. So just using it now, I feel like probably I'm gonna get more of this and try to be creative with it. So I needed this because, again, as I said, all these lights that I bought, they are daylight, so you don't have any effects or anything that you can try to be stylistic and to create a cinematic look. It's rechargeable. You charge it with the USB-C. I'll try to switch off this key light so that you can see how impressive it is. It's not that big of a deal, but you can do stuff with this little thing. I could just put it here and try to create a scene. Where am I looking at? That's the problem. I'm looking at the monitor instead of looking at the lens. So did you kill the only person who was supposed to be the messenger? No, not a good actor. Yeah. Hey, they're coming, they're coming! One of the things that I like about this package is that, of course, it's very cheap. You have all this little trash for 162 euros. For me, it was not very bad price. I was trying to be economical, like trying to see what if I buy just the reflector, if I buy just the light, how much it's gonna cost me. It's best if you just buy everything at once. The other thing I love, the fact that the light has this little diffuser, it makes the light a little bit more soft. Things that I don't like, or I wish could be different on this package. I think the stand looks a bit cheaper. They are very light. The other thing is the light is not dimmable. So what you have here is what it is. You cannot turn it down, or you cannot increase the volume. Wow, I think people who speak English, they take for granted what they can speak perfect English. Look at me. Intensity, yeah. And also these things like the umbrella, things like very sharp. If for example, if you're shooting with the kids, for example, I think it's going to be a bit hectic, or yourself, you can stumble on this. It's not something you can travel with, like to go to shoot a professional cranked video, for those who do cranked videos. This is more for home studio setup. It's not something you can travel with. You can, but it's a bit a mess. Like umbrellas and these boxes. The box is fine. It's not a big deal. You have soft box on all these expensive lights and even huge domes, but these are a bit small and comfy. But for me, they are not very sexy, if I'll put it that way. They look weird. They look cheap also. Yeah, maybe I should say that way. And you cannot hang both clothes on this stand. So if you just put the green screen, so it's just a green screen, and you have to take it off and put something else. Or otherwise, you can buy some heavy-duty stands to hold these things. But again, for me, it's something that I wish could be very more useful than what it is now. But I can still do the job. I'm not complaining. But the other thing is that the bulb come with just one color temperature, the 5000 and 500. I wish there could be like variety so that you can play with it and recreate a bit cinematic videos. And for me, that's why I had to buy this one, to create a bit of the dimension and effects and all these things. Even though it's a little bit small, the output is not that big, but these all four lights having one color temperature is a bit clunky, you know. If you enjoyed, thank you so much. Considering subscribing and to see more videos that I create. And if you like to say something, please comment below. Thank you so much, and I appreciate it.